Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja. We invite you to join our vibrant community of learners dedicated to understanding the world around us. Here, you'll find free educational content covering diverse subjects and key concepts that matter. Today, we explore an essential topic in economics. We'll distinguish between needs and wants, and how they influence our lives and choices. Subscribe now for this insightful adventure and let's dive into a world of knowledge together. Today, we delve into a fundamental concept in economics: the difference between needs and wants. Understanding these two terms is crucial as they significantly affect how we make choices in our everyday lives. Let's begin with needs. Needs are fundamental requirements that we must have to survive and maintain our basic well-being. Think of things like food, water, shelter, clothing, and healthcare. Without these essential items, a person cannot thrive. For instance, without food and water, we cannot live, making it clear that needs are universal across all people. Everyone requires these basic needs for survival. But what about wants? Wants are completely different. While needs are essential, wants are things that we desire but do not require for survival. They reflect our personal tastes, cultural influences, and desires. For example, we might want the latest smartphone, a new video game, or to go on vacation, which are not necessary for our basic survival. Unlike needs, wants are unlimited. No matter how many wants we fulfill, there always seems to be more. After satisfying our basic needs, our wants can seem endless. Understanding the difference between needs and wants helps us make better financial decisions. When it comes time to manage our money, it's crucial to prioritize our needs before our wants. Suppose you have a limited amount of money. In that case, your first expense should always be directed towards necessities like food, rent, and utilities. Once those are taken care of, then you might think about spending on something you want. This practice not only helps in maintaining stability but also prevents financial difficulties in the future. So, why is prioritizing needs over wants so important? Well, people who manage their finances wisely are more likely to save money, avoid falling into debt, and finally, reach their financial goals. Individuals with lower incomes often have to prioritize their basic needs first, ensuring that essentials are met. This helps them create budgets that focus on necessary expenses rather than being enticed by wants. Meanwhile, those with higher income might have more discretion to indulge in their wants, but they must still remember the importance of balancing these desires with their needs. Now, let's consider some real examples to clarify this concept further. Common examples of a need include food, since we require nutrients to sustain our health, water, which is critical for hydration, shelter, providing us with safety from the elements, clothing, protecting our bodies, and healthcare, ensuring we remain well and treat illnesses. These basic items are crucial for every person. Conversely, wants might include entertainment like movies and concerts, designer clothing, luxurious items, or dining out at a fancy restaurant. These are enjoyable but not necessary for our survival. Understanding these distinctions can help us when making decisions about spending. However, it's important to note that the line between needs and wants can sometimes be blurry. In some situations, what initially appears to be a want may become a need. For example, consider transportation. In a residential area lacking public transport options, a car becomes an essential item. For people living in cities with robust public transport, a car might be considered merely a want. Similarly, owning a smartphone can be viewed as a want, but if we rely on it for work or emergencies, it starts to become a necessity. This demonstrates that context can change how we perceive our needs and wants. Advertising plays a crucial role in shaping our understanding of needs versus wants. Marketers often attempt to persuade us that we require certain products to be successful or happy. They create an emotional connection with their products, leading us to believe that these items are essential for our happiness. Recognizing this influence can assist us in making more thoughtful purchasing choices. We can ask ourselves, do we truly need this item, or is it just something we want, perhaps influenced by advertising? Lastly, making wise spending decisions requires a clear distinction between needs and wants and prioritizing accordingly. Avoid impulse purchases and carefully consider your choices. When you understand the difference, you are well on your way to budgeting effectively. Additionally, it can lead to better financial habits, helping us save more money and reach our goals more efficiently. So, what's a good strategy when faced with spending decisions? One effective approach is to always ask yourself whether the item is a need or a want and how it will impact your financial stability. This can guide you to make more informed and responsible choices. To wrap up, we explored the essential concepts of needs and wants in economics. We define needs as the basics required for survival, which include food, water, shelter, clothing, and healthcare. These are universal for everyone. On the other hand, wants are non-essential desires such as entertainment and luxury items that enrich our lives but are not critical for survival. We discussed the importance of prioritizing our needs before our wants when managing our finances and how understanding this distinction can help us make wise spending decisions. Remember, contextual factors might blur the lines between needs and wants, reminding us to always assess the necessity of our purchases thoughtfully. Thank you for joining us today at Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you found our exploration of needs versus wants both enlightening and practical. Remember, making informed financial choices can empower you to achieve your goals and maintain stability in your life. Don't hesitate to subscribe for more engaging content as we continue learning about economics and other exciting topics. Until next time, keep striving for knowledge and making smart choices in life.